So it's getting quite hot and dry now with the weather, and with not much rain, the water tank is getting low. So it's time to tap into some spring water, which was always on the plans. It's just now becoming a bit more of a priority. So yeah, we're supposed to get a very hot, dry summer. A 42 square metre roof. It seems like a lot, but for water collection it's really not that much. And the last thing I want to do is run out of water. The tank's probably a third full at the moment, and we haven't had any significant rain. Yeah, surprising how much you do use. So luckily this forestry track leads right to the head of the gully. It just needs widening in a couple of spots. Here, where it's just slipped down a bit. So we'll clear this, get the excavator right into where I want to dig a spring, and we'll tap into that and pipe it down to the water tank. So there's no water flowing at the moment, but it's still very wet. There's some deer prints right there. Now, it doesn't need to be a fast flow of water, even just a trickle 24/7. That'll keep the water tank topped up. So we did find some groundwater here, but it's just not enough really to get a consistent flow. But that's the problem looking for spring water. It's trial and error, so on to the next spot. Nothing on there.
Coming in?
No, not yet. Not on that side. There's quite a steady flow coming in that corner there, and water seeping in out of the ground on that corner. All right, come back tomorrow morning and see how much water's in here. Do not jump in there. There's quite a steady flow coming in there. It doesn't need to be much. If it's just flowing in 24/7, even just a small trickle will make a huge difference. Come on. It's a shame I don't have a decent stream, but you just got to take what you can get. When digging the track access, there's a spring right here. It's come out the side of the bank. Get the fuck out of it. I don't know if that's going to be a good enough flow of water, but there's a seam of rock, so the water naturally flows through the rock. Well, it's all tangled up, of course. I think just getting it out straight is going to be harder than actually running it up there. I'm sure the dog will think she's helping though. Managed to get it all straightened out. There's a hell of a lot of pipe in that one roll. Oh, that's going to be a bastard. I want the pipe to be as low as it can be with no high spots in it, so the water is not having to climb up and then drop and climb and drop. feeding that pipe under these bloody logs is the hardest part. Oh, it's getting heavy too. Come on. So the water's still pretty dirty because I tipped it all out with a bucket so that I could drill the hole to put that bung in there. So now the pipe is attached onto there. I've just got to make sure that the drop is lower than that intake. So the first bit along here will need to be dug down a bit, but once it gets past those ferns there, it just drops away. So there's the end result. I went along and flattened the pipe coming down through the bush, got rid of all the high spots, and I'm sitting right beside the water tank now. There we go. So all I've got to do now is just put this in the top of the tank and we're good. I measured the flow. It took about a minute to fill a litre, so over 24 hours we're looking at about 1,400 and something litres, and obviously that will increase or decrease depending on the rainfall. Just in time too, because it is hot.